Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Overseer J.C. Jones. Welcome to the midweek faith drip. You already know what it is, and you know kind of what I got to do right now. I am in the midst of making sure everybody know that the drip is on. I'm sharing this thing. I am sharing it. I am sharing it. I am sharing it. So listen, what I need you to do is do the same thing. Do the same thing. Listen, I am putting this over on the Facebook side so that they know the drip is on. And I need you to just make sure that you like, subscribe first. Like, love, give me that thumbs up, and share it. Listen, share it today. My goodness. Yes. There it is. Listen, begin coming on in. As you come into YouTube, listen, make sure that you do hit the like, the thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe. And make sure you hit that notifications button. Because you need to know that the drip is on. You need to know Bible studies on. You need to know Sunday services on. You need to know anything else that we do and launch out there, put in the atmosphere is on and popping. So let's get it, y'all. Let's get it. I'm gonna just go here. I got the tag and bring a few people in on the Facebook side so that they know that we are on and everything is everything. So let me just go on and hit them really fast. Yeah. I'm telling them, join the drip right now. I'm telling them, I hope you're doing the same thing. And y'all pray for my video and media staff. Yeah. So listen, this thing is going all the time. Pray for that. Listen, just come on in. I'm getting ready to go on over, pull up the YouTube myself so I can see everybody jumping on. Oh, excuse me. I'm about to pull up, make sure, and look at every single person jumping on right now, live and living color. There we go. That's about enough as I can do. I hope they all get it. And let me click on YouTube. Listen, I got something for you. If you just coming on, I believe it said it may not come how you saw it. I believe that's what it says today. I believe that's what Faith Drip is. It may not come how you saw it coming. The blessing may not come how you saw the blessing coming. Hey, D, great to see you. I'm glad you got on. Listen, I had to share it on over. Oh yeah, you saw the video? Oh, I got another one. Right after this, I'm launching the Grandson Chronicles. He's here. This is last week. So I got all kind of videos. So the Grandson Chronicles is jumping off for the rest of the week. I got another one that's gonna crack you up. So listen, make sure you like, love, share, subscribe, tell somebody about it. Talk about the drip. But today, the drip we are dealing with, it may not come how you saw it. How you saw it coming, it just not even how you saw it. You don't even recognize it. This ain't it. This ain't it. This ain't what I was asking for. This ain't it. Yeah. We gonna dive into that, how we have passed on the blessing we prayed for because it didn't come how we saw it. Oh my goodness. That right there. Come on now. We done passed on some blessings. We done ignored, we done pushed aside, we done said no thank you. You must have the wrong address. Listen, that can't be for me because it did not come how we saw it coming. That blessing don't look like what I prayed for. Yeah, but how many know that his ways are not our ways? His thoughts are not our thoughts. Come on. Woo-wee. Listen, this right here, we're going into a mine shaft that all of us have been in before. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Every single one of us, I guarantee, has been in this mine shaft before. But we gonna pull something out that maybe you done left in there. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. You know how you be looking for something, and you done lost something, and you in a rush, and you looking for something, and you been there, you done been there about 3-4 times. And then when you slow down or somebody else do it for you, they go exactly where you was at and be like, is this what you looking for? And you be like, where you find that at? Right here. No way. No way. I've been there 4 times. I ain't seen it. Y'all know what I'm talking about, right? I'll just make sure I'm not by myself. Great afternoon for you on the East Coast. That's Mother Dawn right there. Yes, yes. I know I'm talking to you. It may not look or it may not come how you saw it. Yeah. So just let me know you're ready. Let me know when you're ready to pop on. Let me know when you're ready for this drip. Nothing has changed. I know we are streaming over on YouTube, but nothing has changed. I still need to know you're ready. I still need to know you're ready for some of that drip so I can give it how I want to give it. Come on, talk to me. Talk to me. Talk to me. Yes, indeed. Listen, I'm in the mine shaft today, just so you know. I'm in the mine shaft today of Matthew chapter 1, very first one. I ain't playing. You ain't got to go far. You ain't got to go far. I'm gonna flip the script. DJ, flip my vibe for me. Yeah. All right, I'm ready. I got a ready on there. Sounds good. Listen, Matthew 1. Matthew 1. Now, I'm going to read 18 and go on down. This is how the birth of Jesus the Messiah came about. Not that you don't know this story, but I'm going to give you a jewel that you might have left in this mine shaft before. This is how the birth of Jesus the Messiah came about. His mother Mary was pledged. That means she was a virgin, hadn't been with anyone. She was pledged to be married to Joseph. But before they came together, before they got married and consummated the marriage, she was found to be pregnant through the Holy Spirit. Now, listen, that's just the word talking. Don't nobody know she is pregnant through the Holy Spirit but her and the Holy Spirit, okay? Y'all know what I'm saying. Because Joseph, her husband, was faithful. There's some words you got to hold on to. Faithful to the law. And yet did not want to expose her to public disgrace. He had in mind to divorce her quietly. Now, I'm going to stop right there for a minute. As a man, you already are expecting, well, I'm going to get married and I'm going to have some kids, or I'm going to have a son. I got to have me a son. In your mind, you see it. This is how this is going to happen. I'm going to get married. It's going to be this. I'm going to have a child. It's going to be that. Oh, and it's going to be great. Joseph, it says, is faithful to the law. Yet he did not want to expose her to public disgrace. That means, listen, when we talk about faith, right now, we talk about faith. That means, listen, you can count on me. Listen, the law is telling him what is going to be done about this. The law is mandating this is going to be done. Listen, this is over. Listen, she ain't the one. I know you want the wife, but she ain't about to be the wife. It's over. The law says, hey, if she done got with somebody else, man, we out of here. He just didn't want to disgrace her publicly. But in his mind, he's like, okay, I'm just going to divorce her privately, get all quiet. But JoJo is out of here. Yeah. Understand, there is no choice. He's not contemplating, should I do this or not do this, because he's faithful to the law. I want you to remember that. After he had considered this, an angel of the Lord appeared to him in a dream and said, Joseph, son of David, do not be afraid to take Mary home as your wife, because what is conceived in her is from the Holy Spirit. She will give birth to a son, and you are to give him the name Jesus, because he will save his people from their sins. All this took place to fulfill the prophet and the prophecy. The virgin will conceive and give birth to a son, and they will call him Emmanuel, which means God with us. When Joseph woke, he did what the angel of the Lord had commanded him. He took Mary home as his wife, but he did not consummate their marriage until she gave birth to a son and gave him the name Jesus. Wait a minute. I understand. Some of y'all, even when you was younger, said, oh, that's Jesus, born of the Virgin Mary. But let's pay attention to Joseph, who is faithful to the law, who's saying, I'm out of here because that's what the law tells me to do, and I do that. Whether I want to do this, I do that. And yet, in a dream, an angel of the Lord came and explained the situation and said, no. You go ahead and follow through with what was already predestined. She was pledged. This is already predestined. You can't cancel out now. Understand, Joseph is out. He ain't asked God about it. He didn't pray about it. He didn't seek the Lord about it. He didn't seek counsel about it. He had the law that told him what must be done. But what God has predestined for you, when you are about to mess up God's plan, God will come to you even if you don't ask him. My God, see, listen. Joseph was about to kill the whole thing. Joseph is getting ready to mess this up for everybody because the law said so. Ooh-wee. Joseph is acting out what the death of Jesus said and made possible. Oh, we are no longer slaves to the law, but are now under God. Yeah, Joseph didn't even know he was acting out what his son, the death of Jesus, would do for all of us. But you got to understand, if he didn't have a relationship with God, he wouldn't have known, oh, this is coming from God. This is the angel of the Lord. How is he faithful to the law yet get a word? And I'm sorry, law, I'm faithful, but I got to go with what God has told me. Yeah. He is hearing something higher than the law that supersedes the law and said, hey, I normally wouldn't, but I got to go with what my Father has given me. See, this blessing that was coming did not look like how he saw it. It didn't come how he saw it. It didn't come as he planned it. The blessing didn't look like what he mapped out in his head, yet it was the blessing. I'm here to tell somebody, that's right, he still got his son. He didn't come how he planned it, but God said, listen, you raise him. Yeah, that's my son. That's the word becoming flesh. But hey, I put him in your care because you are the prophecy. You are in the line of David, Abraham, this whole line that is necessary for his legitimacy. I predestined you to be the one. I know it ain't looking like how you planned it, but see, when I do something, it's going to be better than your plan. It's going to be bigger than your plan. Listen, it's going to be greater than your plan. It's going to reap a harvest bigger than you ever imagined. I'm sure Joseph is feeling and thinking like all fathers, man, I want my son or my child to do great and big things and impactful things. But God's plan, oh, it was going to be great, all right. It was going to be big, all right. Impactful, forget about it. God's plan, God's result was bigger than Joseph could have ever imagined. Yeah. Faith drip today. It may not come how you saw it. It may not be how you imagined it. But when God is in it, I need you not to ignore it. I need you not to ignore his voice when he is telling you, hey, hold on. I know you want to go left, but I need you to go right. I know you want to stop, but I need you to go. I know you want to go, but I need you to stop. Can you hear his voice? This is for somebody right now that has been planning. You hear what I'm saying? They've been planning this thing out. They've been dreaming. They've been having visions. They've imagined. They've been working it out. And here comes something. You go like, that ain't it. I didn't plan it that way. But God is bigger than your imagination. God is bigger than your plans. I need you to tap into his voice. But if you don't know him, if you don't have a relationship with him, if you don't commune with him, if you don't sit at his feet, how do you recognize when God is trying to tell you something? Yeah. Oh, the drip is on full right now. See, God has been communicating with you your whole life, but most of the time, especially in our younger days, we didn't know his voice. Matter of fact, we used to push it aside as, oh, that's just, I'm tripping. I don't know why I thought that. You trying to go somewhere and hang and something in you saying, hey, don't do that tonight. Hey, don't even think about it. Don't go. And you got this feeling. You keep hearing it. Your mind is spinning, and you are pushing it aside because you got plans. You trying to do what you want to do. And you get to that place and all hell breaks out. And you say, I knew I should have listened to myself. I was just saying to myself, I shouldn't go. That wasn't nothing but the Lord trying to tell you something. But because then you didn't have that commune with him, you didn't have that covenant, that relationship, you weren't intimate with him like that. You were just thinking it was you fighting you, when all along God is trying to tell you something. Yeah. Come on now. It may not look like how you saw it, but it doesn't mean it is what you asked for. I'm trying to help somebody out now that's been constantly, consistently canceling their delivery. Yeah. You placed an order, but because it did not look like what you ordered, you keep canceling the delivery. Oh my God in heaven. I'm trying to tell you something today. God is trying to get something to you. Yeah, put your request in, but God is saying, oh, that's it? I got something better. No, you gonna have what you want, but I got something better. Yeah, no. It might not look like what you were thinking about, but no, this is gonna be better. No, don't worry about that. I got it. I need you to open your mind to allow God to do what he do for you. Sometimes we can get so closed-minded on and rigid on the box and how it has to be. I'm here to tell you, God is better than that. God is bigger than your imagination. I spoke with a woman yesterday afternoon, and she was an elderly woman, and she had a disabled child who was grown, of course, at this point, and she had prayed and prayed and prayed for a child, and this is not how she expected the child to be. But she said, you know what? It was a sacrifice. I had to give up a lot of what I was doing so I could put it in this child. I had to open my heart bigger than I ever thought was possible. See, she looked and received her child that society said something's wrong with the child, but the child that God gave her opened her up in a way that allowed her to show more love than she ever had. Gave her the ability to care and nurture like she had never done before. She said, if it wasn't for this child God gave me, I wouldn't be who I am. No, it didn't come how she saw it. But that blessing changed her for the better. The impact that came from that child has resonated over the years and affected thousands. Yeah. I'm just trying to tell you something today. I just want to drop a jewel or two on you today. Here is an area in the Bible I know all of you know, but I need you to just open it up a little bit more, get a larger perspective, and know that Joseph was canceling this miracle. This prophecy that the Messiah would come in the line of David was canceling that, because the law told him it was canceled. But because he knew the Lord, and the angel of the Lord spoke for the Lord, giving him a word, he was able to recognize, yeah, okay, I hear it. It don't look like what it looked like, even though it looked like it. But I'm going to ride with it because I heard from you. No, it don't look like how I saw it. But it is what I asked for. It don't look like how I imagined it, but it is what I asked him for. And God ain't going to give me no junk. God is not going to give me something off the clearance rack. No. God gives me something that looks like something that should be. I mean, sometimes it may look like it came from the garage sale. It may look like that. But when you get somebody that is an expert and they begin to evaluate and assess what you have, and they be like, do you know what you have? What? How much you pay for this? I just got it at a garage sale for like $3.50. You paid $3.50 for, do you know what this is? Yeah, it's a paperweight. No! And all of a sudden you find out you got something precious, authentic, priceless. Because it didn't look like something to somebody else. But God has placed it in your possession. Listen, I don't know how many stories like that I've heard. Yeah. I see y'all. I see y'all online. I see y'all picking this up. Y'all picking this up. I'm trying to drop the jewels because I don't want you to cancel God's delivery that he has for you ever again. Because all of us are guilty of doing it multiple times through our life. Where God's trying to give you what you asked for. Because it didn't look like what you saw. It didn't look like how you imagined it. What you have to get in the mindset of, oh, God is exceeding my expectations. I expected it to look like this, but he has exceeded my expectations. He has given me what I didn't even know I needed, because he shall supply all my needs. Now, this is what I wanted, but oh, he gave me what I needed. That also takes care of what I wanted, but oh, I didn't even know I needed this. Yeah. But I keep going back before I get out of here. The key to this whole thing, the key to the whole prophecy not getting canceled is because when the Lord sent a word, he was able to receive the word. Nah, he didn't pray for it. He didn't ask for it. He didn't consult anybody for it. But God said, oh, no. No. This is a special delivery. You can't cancel a special delivery. Let me talk to you for a minute. And I'm just trying to say that God doesn't want you to cancel his special delivery. But you got to be able to hear when he sends a word. You got to be able to be in tune with his spirit. Because it should do something in you. You got to understand Joseph had to have peace come over him that allowed him to go against what he was faithful to. Because when you're faithful to something, you don't just go against it. You got to have something settle in your spirit that it's all right. See, something settled in his spirit because he knew that Holy Spirit, he knew God. The Holy Spirit that had not been left yet had already been active. Oh, there's so much in this if you just keep picking it up. Jesus says, I'm going to leave you another. And the Holy Spirit comes to his disciples, but the Holy Spirit is the one that brought him. It's just so much. Y'all got to get back into this thing and just keep unwrapping this thing. You just got to keep unwrapping the gift. It's like, what's another gift? It's another gift? Wait a minute. It's another box in here? Yes, it is. It's all kind of boxes in this. I guess what I'm just trying to tell you is God got something bigger. God has something better. And it may not always look how you saw it. It may not always look how you imagined it. But I'm telling you, when it's God, don't you dare discard it. This ain't the season to throw it away. God is trying to get something to you. God is trying to get something to you. I need you to be in tune with God. Being faithful to something other than God almost cost us everything. I'm going to say that again. Being faithful to something else other than God almost cost us everything. Y'all can put that up on a timeline today. Yeah. Joseph being faithful to the law more than God. Because that's what it was. I'm faithful to the law. He didn't say he was faithful to, I'm faithful to the law. Yeah, being faithful to something else other than God almost cost us everything. But he heard the word. God sent a word and made everything all right. Right now in this world that we live in, some of you are faithful to something else other than God, and it is costing you everything. Can we be honest with each other? Some of you, some of us are faithful to something else other than God, and it is costing you everything. I need you to follow the example of Joseph. I know you can get in your feelings. I know you have this thing in your head of how you imagine it's going to go and be. And because it's not going like that, you are throwing and discarding the value of it away. But I'm here to tell you something. Don't put your faith in something else before God, because it can cost you everything. Yeah, I think I'm going to end on that. Being faithful to something else other than God can cost you everything. Joseph heard the word from the Lord. He heard that word that the angel of the Lord spoke, sent to him from the Lord, and said, okay, I'm at peace with it. I'm at peace with what makes me uncomfortable. I'm at peace with what don't look like how I thought it should be. I'm at peace with being in the unexpected season. I'm at peace. And all is right in the world. Yeah. Yeah. Listen, tomorrow, if you are in Phoenix, or I'm sure this will be streaming, I will make sure it is streaming. I will share it over the Faith and Truths page. It'll be on New Grace House of Worship's page. It will be on Glory of Grace Covenant Network's page. But let me tell you something, the pre-convocation revival is going to be on fire. There is fire in the desert. There is life in the desert. Tomorrow, come on now, somebody say tomorrow, Thursday the 25th at 7 p.m., Elder David McNeil will be bringing a word in this revival. We are talking despise not thy youth. Yes, these young men of God are going to bring a word. Friday on the 26th, Elder Kevin Williams will be bringing a word. Listen, I'm going to be in the house. You know, I'm part of Glory of Grace Covenant Network. I'm going to be in the house. This is our pre-convocation revival. We are starting this thing off with some fire. Despise not thy youth. We are letting these young men of God kick this thing off. Tomorrow and Friday, I am expecting something grand. So we will not have Bible study. Okay? There is no Bible study tomorrow. Thursday is our Bible study day at Faith and Truth Christian Center. There is no Bible study tomorrow. We will be in revival. So that is important. Don't be looking on me for Zoom. Don't be looking on Facebook, because when you tune into Facebook, the revival is what you're gonna see. Okay? Don't be tuning in. Where they at on YouTube? I'm at the revival. But I'm gonna tell you where you can find me. You can find me this Sunday at church, 10:45. We start praise and worship. And then service starts at 11. 1142 West Indian School Road. We want to see you. We want to grow our faith together. Come on now. I'm giving you all the hashtag. We different. We different. We don't care about your Saul. We care about your Paul. You know what I'm saying? That means I don't care where you've been and what you've done. I care who you are and where you're going. That's it. I want to pastor you. My wife, we want to pastor you. We want to grow our faith with you together at Faith and Truth. See us at church this Sunday at 10:45. No gimmicks, just God. Yeah. That came last night. Yeah. There's gonna be some branding on that. Yeah. No gimmicks, just God. That's some new Faith and Truth right there. That's exclusive there for you. Listen, that's Faith Drip. I pray that you share this with somebody. I pray if you got a Facebook page, that you go to the Facebook, whether it's my personal or Faith and Truth, where this was shared on, and you make sure that you share this over. Or you can take this YouTube clip and you can hit share, copy link, and you can text people. You can send it everywhere. Wherever you want to send it, you can send it, but send it. Once again, it may not come how you saw it, but when it's God, it's better than you could ever imagine. Hey, remember, God is always walking with you. And he always will. God bless you. I'll see you Friday to end this thing off. Peace and love.